We're at the site of the Chapel of Contemplation.
You're on the street where it is, but you can't find it.
Okay, I go to the old man. I go to the old man, and I tell him like, we're looking for that church that's supposed to be around here.
Church.
Yeah.
Church of the thing.
Yeah, like the church for the crazies.
It's down the street. The end of the dingy street, turn left. Down the path.
End of the street, we turn right.
Left.
Left.
Left, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And without wasting more time, I continue on.
Laughing like an idiot here. I love this guy. Oh, my soulmate.
I by the way, I put down $1 for him.
Right here.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I give him like $2 and I say, give me a pack of those cigars.
He gives you a pack of cigars.
Cool.
There we go.
I have depicted this man on the stream. That's a picture.
Oh no. But you are going to head down the road?
I've already gone.
Rest of you?
Yeah, I'm heading along there.
Okay.
I'm heading following.
You go down the street and round a corner. You see what you think might be left of the chapel. It stands at the end of a crooked, dingy street down a small side path. The ruins are so weathered and so overgrown with greenery in the grey stone that it looks more like natural stone than formal walls and foundations. There's a slumping wall heading on the left-hand side as you would approach the foundations if you want to.
So wait, this is it structured like a chapel? Does it have a facing? Does it have a nave?
It's a ruin.
Okay, but I mean, look at the floor plan, because normally churches and chapels have a traditional facing.
You'd think it does.
Okay.
But there's a slumped wall, like ruined wall to the left on this path as you keep walking by. If you want to walk past. This is taking you all want to go up to the actual ruins.
Yeah, I want to have a look at the ruins.
Elliot, you notice that on this wall appears to be a there's white painted symbols on this wall, freshly swabbed. It's 3 Ys arranged in a triangle so that the top elements of each Y touch the other 2 Ys. In the centre is painted a staring eye. You notice, as well as all of you do, that now you've entered this area, you have irritating tingles in your foreheads, like a headache, but not quite.
What the?
Does the mighty Rupert draw our attention to this writing?
I am not present.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Elliot. Elliot Lehman.
Sorry, my mistake then. Dunnan, I mean.
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
in that
Danny.
case, yeah, I'll be like, hey, guys, have you seen this? And also, any of you guys getting a headache?
I look at that.
I agree with him. I say yes. You know, there's definitely something strange going on here, and I have a look at the thing.
It's as I said, it's 3 Ys arranged in a triangle so that the top elements of the Ys touch the other 2 Ys. In the centre of each of these is a painted eye.
Can I divine any meaning from this, possibly from my knowledge of hieroglyphics?
You can try.
Okay. But do I have to roll? Do I have to name the type of knowledge I think it is, and then roll that, or do I just roll?
Just roll, because
Okay,
I have
I'll
your
roll.
things here. I can tell you.
Okay, 19.
You have no. This corresponds to no hieroglyphics that you know, but linked off from that, it could possibly be an occultist symbol. For what you don't know.
Okay, so my reaction is I feel it's something occult,
Yes.
and I know it's definitely not Christian.
Yeah, it's not Christian. No way.
So I say this is definitely not a Christian symbol. This chapel, although it's structured like a Christian chapel, is not Christian, and this is some type of occult symbol.
Aren't you sure this isn't just some kid's painting or something?
I say actually, interestingly, the iconography of most child art tends to be fairly similar and revolve around idealized forms, not geometric structures.
Oh,
It usually has some
okay.
sort of profanity involved.
Okay. Just just knowing that I feel like I drank 3 glasses of scotch, not just one, makes me agree with you.
Are you going to head in?
Head into the
Ruins.
Okay. So at the moment we're facing the outside wall of the ruin.
This is a
With a door in
wall
it.
that's slumping to the left of this path that leads up to the ruin.
Okay.
There's not
Yeah,
much.
I suppose. I assume we move forwards.
Yeah, let's move forwards.
The chapel itself, as
Yeah,
you're
you guys go
looking,
first.
the chapel itself, as you're looking around, is mostly blocks of stone, of granite, half-burnt, rotted timbers, and ancient rubbish. There's not a lot here.
Is there? Can we do a search check to have a look further? Is there any more symbols or writing or graffiti or scroll?
You can start searching. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have a look. I pull out the what do you call it, hand glass that I have. Fucking. Oh, it has a
Magnifying glass?
magnifying glass. That's the one. One of them. I put on a magnifying glass and I'm just having a look around.
Hand glass is going to stay with me forever.
Yeah,
now.
I'm just
Sherlock Holmes stuff.
keeping my eyes open for anything interesting too.
Yeah, likewise.
Dude, a hand glass is an old-fashioned way of talking about a magnifying glass.
Yeah,
Do I
I'm
have to
saying
like,
it's going
roll
to stay in my head.
something or so, like perception or something?
No. You could do a spot hidden roll.
Spot hidden roll.
Mhm.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
It's D100, and I will check what skill you need to, what percentage you need to make to get
Well,
it.
I'm just gonna do a roll.
Just do a roll.
I rolled a 9.
You keep looking around, and as you're all examining things, you notice something after about 5 minutes that really doesn't sit right with you.
Okay. What is it?
The earth that you're standing on is actually covering weakened floorboards that are about to give way.
Oh,
Roll.
I tell everybody, don't move.
It's already collapsing.
Oh.
Roll, roll
jump
me
out of the way.
a D100 and tell
Everybody
me
or
what
what?
you get. All
All
three
of
of
us?
you. All three of
Okay.
you.
I got an 84.
You got an 84,
Yeah.
74.
74,
22.
22.
Oh.
Violet is the only one that managed to roll beneath 4 times her dexterity score and managed to cling on to something before the floor gave way. You two, unable to grab anything, fall 10 feet into the basement.
Ugh.
Which is about Violet's height.
I reach down one enormous arm and grab you and pull you both out.
You both suffer 4 points of damage
Jesus Christ, I'm half dead.
as you land on the solid stone floor.
I go like, God. Oh, it's gonna leave a mark.
If any of you have any first aid, now is the time to try and use it.
Oh, I do not have.
I cut my hands and call down. Are you two all right?
Yeah, do it really well
I
here.
broke my everything.
Does somebody wish to go down and apply first aid?
Please.
Is it possible for me to get down there? Or would I
Yes,
have to-
now that you actually see it, that there are separate stairs that were buried under the rubble and the earth that you can now access.
I go down and attempt to tend to them with my non-existent first aid.
What you need to do is roll me a D100 and tell me if you get 30 or under.
I get 62. So no.
Nope. So
Wait, can I do the same? Can all of us do the same?
you can't do it to yourself, and only one attempt can be made per injury. So done-in does not get bonus healing.
Oh
Do I
really?
get...
Yep.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. In that case,
That-
I probably would have.
No,
okay.
that's all right. It's not a
I'll
problem.
try and Clyker then, see if we can.
You try Kliker. Okay.
No, 83.
I'll try on done in then.
No.
I gotta-
It's
I've
already
already
been
had
done.
my attempt.
It's already
Oh,
been
right,
done.
of
You can only have
course,
one
yeah.
attempt per injury, so you
Yeah.
can't see any clear injuries that you would need to treat, but you both hurt like heck.
Yeah.
Ow!
Oh, I feel like I'm half dead or something.
Ring, ring.
Ring ring the phone. You notice as you're now actually down here. Somebody pick up the phone. And in here are 2 skeletons dressed in fragments of silk robes. You guess, Violet, that these might have been cultists who hid and perished in the fire.
Do they have anything on them?
Apart from
Violet's currently speaking on her non-existent phone.
Yeah.
you. Oh no! Oh no! She's been taken away. What vile
Yeah,
trickery
boys,
is this?
yeah.
So
Hey, back. Sorry.
yep. You I would just explain to them that you see down here. You're the first one to spot them. 2 skeletons dressed in fragments of silk robes. You guess
Me?
you guess they might have been cultists who hid down here and perished in the fire.
Okay. Is there anything on them that makes me think, giving them a further inspection, do they have any objects on them that I could inspect or
The
whatever?
only thing that you can inspect is how dead they are, which is scary.
Okay.
However,
I draw the friend's attention to that.
Kliker spots a cabinet which seems to be full of paper.
I pick up some of the paper, look at it.
Ooh.
They
If
appear
there's
to be.
paper, I'm gonna get in on that shit.
They appear to be church records.
I look at the church records, and I look at Violet, and I just hold them out to her, and I go like, "Here, these might be more up to your alley."
Maybe we should check through the records of when before the church disbanded.
Would someone like to make a library use roll?
You two
I
bookworms
would
do that.
like
I'm
to
gonna
make
look around.
I'd like to make a library use roll with the specific intention of looking at 2 times. First, the time just in 1866, and second, around the time of the raid.
Okay.
While they do that, like I said, I'm looking around more.
18.
18. Excellent.
Wow,
You
that's a
look
good
at that.
roll.
While she's looking, you find a rotting desk in the other corner, Kliker, which seems to have an enormous, voluminous book chained to it with an old, rickety chain.
Does it
Chained.
does it have are there drawers?
No, just the book.
Just the book. Okay, so
It's
nothing
a
to
thick
open.
book.
Okay. Is the book is chained to the desk or is
Yep.
chained shut?
It's chained to the desk, but the desk is rotten, and you think that you could easily pull the book free.
Okay. What does the book look like?
You're looking at it?
Yeah. Not in it. Like what does
You're
it look
looking
like?
at it. Well, it's
Yeah.
a big, thick volume that's been partially worm-eaten that you realise is bound in human flesh.
What?
Make a
does
san-
it
Skin,
stink?
skin or flesh?
Human flesh.
What?
Human skin, sorry. Make a sanity check.
Give me a sec. D100.
How exactly
D100?
does he identify it as,
71.
He rolled very well on an education roll that I made for him.
Oh, I see. So he sees a bit of.
He
finger
sees
or
it
something.
knows.
Oh, it has a nose.
71?
It has a nose.
Yeah.
You're right. You suffer some sanity loss.
How much?
1.
Oh, okay. Down to 54.
Down to 54. The first sanity loss of the game.
I'm just like, oh, look at this. This is like, this is.
Do you really want us to know about this?
You can tell him.
Well, of course I am. I'm like, come over here, look at this. I've never seen something this disgusting ever since seeing that old lady in LA naked.
Whilst I'm curious about what he wants to see, I'm also noticing the sound of retching in his voice and would rather not see it. Considering we just found 2 corpses, I can already
As you're telling them this, you have found the requisite dates that you wanted to know about, Violet.
Excellent.
You find in the records that Walter Corbett was buried in the basement of Corbett's house in accordance with his wishes and with the wishes of the one who waits in the dark.
What?
You also find some scattered, half-written details of the preparations to repel the unbelievers and purge the world of light.
Just as a note, the one who waits in the dark is not a phrase I've ever heard before. I
You've
assume.
never heard this phrase before, ever.
Okay.
There is this book, however, that Kliker has brought mention to. In the corner.
Well, I take out, as they're like still looking and so on, I take out like my handkerchief and, like take it in my hand so I don't have to physically touch the book. And I open it.
How good is your Latin, Kliker?
Not as good as my German.
Well, I can tell you, you have absolutely no idea what the book is about.
Okay, I turn around and I say like, hey Violet, come over here. There's like some European stuff written here. It's all written in European.
Europe is a region, not a language.
I don't know what it is.
I
Take a
cry a
look at
single
it.
tear of learning.
Tear of
And what are you going to do presented with this knowledge? Are you going to approach?
Of course, I'm gonna have a look at that. I'm gonna have a look at it.
This book appears to be worm-ridden, eaten in whole sections. You can see from the side, so that whole sections can no longer probably be understood. You also very quickly deduce that this book is made with a cover made of human skin. Roll me a sanity check.
55.
55. You suffer no ill effects from this. This phases you a little, but you think that with a strange cult, that this would not be unexpected, if revolting.
I rationalise it as being rather like vellum.
You can now roll me a Latin roll.
Okay.
We lost Ollie, by the way.
Does he actually have?
He actually has Latin.
I have Latin 40, so let's see.
It's amazing.
85.
Oh.
Disaster.
Ugh, You cannot identify the name of the book.
I point out that sadly I haven't done any Latin since undergraduate, and it's a shit language anyway, and the language that came before it were much better. And why are these cultists so second graders to be using a dire language like Latin?
Are you going to be at least are you going to take the book with
There
you?
you go. Sorry about that.
Yes, I am.
See?
You
'Cause
grab
I-
it.
I can just take it back and
Wait,
translate
you're
it
gonna
to
carry
English.
this thing around with you?
Well, I mean, presumably. I mean, we want to have a look at it. It's interesting.
we-
I haven't translated it. I want to know what that says.
Would we be able to bring some paper to carry the damn thing in?
I don't have a bag on me. Do you?
Yeah,
No, I'm saying,
I
but
don't.
using the paper to instead of actually having to hold the flesh.
You
Well,
don't.
at least you take here. Take
Oh,
my
you don't know
handkerchief,
it's
you hold this.
Did you publicly declare that it was bound in human skin,
No, I haven't.
Violet?
No. I merely say out loud something like, "Oh, rather like vellum then."
Fortunately, Dunnin, you don't realise that it's bound in human skin.
Ah, this is a plus.
You just think it's bound in some
haven't
very
carried it.
weird leather.
This pleases me.
So yeah, I give like Violet my big handkerchief, and I say, "Well, you lug this thing around. I ain't having any of it."
It's chained down, correct?
You think it would not take much of a toll of a tug to rip
Oh,
it from
but
the
it's like
rotten
rotten wood
desk.
or something. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
just and it'll be off, and then you can have
Okay,
it.
cool. I'm taking it.
Right, you took it. You don't think there's much else down here.
Okay. In that case, I say to the others, I think I should go and have a look at this thing back at the library or back at the university while you lot investigate the Corbett house.
Okay.
Because basically, I've just found a puzzle and I want to play with the puzzle. I don't want to go into the old house. I want to play with the book.
But we might need your occult and stuff.
You
Yeah,
are
but
the
I
expert.
don't care.
You are the
I'm not-
expert on the occult, after all.
You have to make the case to me that I'm needed rather than because my character just wants to go off and have fun.
Okay.
Well, what stop? Well, put it this way: the book's going to be there forever. For all you know, the house might disappear tomorrow.
What?
I think the mistake you've made.
I nearly broke
was-
my everything by falling down a pile of bricks.
Oh,
I'm
that's
allowed
true.
to
To be
talk.
fair, it's unlikely that you guys are going to go directly to the house this evening, given you're injured.
You
Yeah.
could go and receive medical attention.
Yeah, I'm going nowhere. I'm going nowhere right now. My
So
back
that's
is
a-
killing me.
That's a good idea. I suggest that
I'm
we
going
take
to fucking.
my car to
house
the
alone.
doctor.
Yeah.
Okay, you go to the doctor. Meanwhile, Farmer McGee has arrived alone at the Corbett house.
Oh.
I thought we were gonna sort. Oh, God damn it!
No.
All right, what's
That's
this?
the thing that would happen though. There's no
Rupert,
mobile phones.
I don't know
It's
what
just
you're
like-
so scared of. It's just rats.
Yeah, it's obviously just rats, but I expect it to be there maybe an hour before the rest of you. Not
The brick
fucking
bungalow is
days.
overshadowed by taller, newer office buildings on either side. Mr. Levin. The house fronts
Oh, it's
the
not-
street. In the rear are overgrown. You can see from the sides that there may be overgrown plants there. You studying the house in particular detail on the outside?
Well, I was gonna have a look around, see if there was
Oh.
any sort of forested area around it.
Yeah.
Have a look for animal tracks with his tracking
Okay.
to see if where the rats would go.
Right. You studying the house in particular as you're going round. You're quite impressed by the way the house seems to withdraw into the shadows cast by flanking buildings, and how the blank curtained windows hide all understanding of what lies within.
Are there any?
There's
are
something
there any,
ominous. You feel something slightly ominous. There's no
obviously
tracks.
beaver?
There's no tracks that you can see. There is a front door.
Oh yeah. Are there any trees or anything growing anywhere
Not at
near?
the front. On the back, there look like there to be some.
It goes to have a look at that.
You're gonna go have a look round the side. Okay.
Yeah,
You
right.
look round the side, and there's a few door windows. They're all boarded up. You've noticed.
Elliot is in particular looking for some wood to fashion himself a spear from.
There's plenty of
uh,
wood. There are planks, but they're all on the inside rather than the out. They've all been boarded up from the inside.
Or what the tree won't work.
The tree is a bit old and rubbish.
Shit. Right, he walks around the house trying to see if there's any small openings where creatures could go out.
You always say he
Sort of-
to your characters, like you're always playing like
Well,
a
it's
third
not- it's-
person.
You know what it is? It is.
all right.
It's
You're going round
Yeah.
the back, are you?
Yeah.
You find that the back
Or just going around, sort of checking the bottom to see if there would be any holes where
the back has
spiders and shit.
overgrown plantings and a half collapsed arbor.
Ugh. That's a word I don't know. I quickly Google. Oh, I see.
So
I use some of the wood from the arbor to make myself a spear. I want a spear, please. I have a skill for that.
right, roll for me.
Fuck.
I thought you meant an arboretum, and I was like, wait, what?
No.
Same word though.
Ideally, he would make a spear and a few smaller javelins.
Okay, right, roll. Did you succeed?
56.
Yep. It takes you about an hour to make some really good ones, and it's at this point, once you finally finish them, that you notice that no one else is here yet. Everyone's late.
Well, can I say that when we get to the doctors, I leave them there, make sure they're healthy, and then go to the house
Okay.
to make sure that thingy
It's going to take a while to get to the doctor, though.
Yeah.
This
He's in
doesn't
a car.
bother Elliot, though, because he's convinced that he'll have this solved before they show up and get the money himself.
Right. Out of
And so-
curiosity, while he returns back and you're crafting a spear, the doctor's going to apply first aid medicine to you two. Which is
He's applying medicine. Just imagine he's got a huge stick of medicine. He's like, I'm gonna beat you with this.
No.
It's a separate.
He's got a prototype medicine.
It's a separate skill roll, right? And okay, Klyka,
Yeah.
you heal 2 of your lost health back,
Yay.
and Mr. Dunnin heals 3 of his lost health back.
Ah, good.
This does take about an hour and a bit, though.
That's fine.
After about another few minutes, Mr. Lehman, beep beep, you hear a car on the outside.
God
You've
damn it.
arrived at the Corbett House, Mr. Where the Corbett House, Violet. I will read the same description to you. The brick bungalow is overshadowed by taller, newer office buildings on either side. The house fronts the street. In the rear, you can see are overgrown plantings, and what looks like a hunched figure whittling away at wood.
I yell, is that you? I've forgotten his name. My character's forgotten
Elliot.
his name. Is that you? And I can't remember his name, so I'm saying, is that you there, fellow? Farmer fellow? Trapper fellow? Not really
What?
sure.
What? Who?
From his loutish tone, I assume it is, and I say, I'm afraid the other 2 got injured. We're not going there yet.
They got injured on the way here. Why? Come here. Wait. Why are we yelling?
I don't want to go into the garden.
What? Come here. Can't hear you. Don't step in the trap.
I make my way to the boundary of the property, so I'm marginally closer and taking him over.
Yeah. Sits there, resentfully gets up and comes over, stepping over the small.
I'm afraid we have found out some significant information about possibly the origin of what we now believe is genuinely a haunting. However, they are both injured as they fell through a floor. It happens.
Man farts in happiness.
Where exactly did they fall? What? Why? You just were supposed to come here. It's a house. We need to clear out the fucking mollusks.
Mollusks? What?
Oh,
I look at him straight and I say, do you believe there's been an infestation of shellfish?
Yes. But no. Traditionally, they live in the sea, but it might be damp in the basement.
I request that he remains clam. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
All right,
dear.
fine.
No.
Well, that's my thing.
Okay.
Oh.
I suggest to him that we'll be back tomorrow, but if he wants to, he can continue his endeavours here this evening.
Yeah, I'll be
Okay.
done tomorrow. You don't have to come here. There'll be
Okay. In that case, I leave him to it and go back to the hospital because I've got to bust those 2 around if they come out.
Excellent. So we're going to carry on with the adventures of one-man party here.
Misadventures. Exactly.
Right.
well, he's put down a few of his traps. He had about 2-3 of those
Mhm.
small traps. He's put them down various places in the garden where
Mhm.
there was actually where things would actually be able to get through the foliage.
Right.
And just in case something ran out the house when he goes in there, so he can do in the
When
obvious.
When you
obvious
went
station
down your side of the house, you found that there was a side door.
So I thought that's as good as any. He opens it and goes in.
Make me an idea roll.
An idea roll. That's 100 as well.
Yeah. D100, make me an idea roll.
79.
79! Okay, you realise that this door has been secured with 3 bolts and 2 locks.
Would like
I rattle it in the frame a little bit, realizing this. And Mr. Lehman, being a big man, decides to just kick it in.
Oh, you're gonna just kick it in, right?
That is such an appropriate peasant.
Roll me roll me a roll. I want you to get me 3 times beneath your strength, or less. D100.
What?
Roll me D100. You're trying to get 3 times beneath your
2.
strength or less.
2.
You rolled a 2
I rolled a 2.
out on a D100.
Yes.
Yes. Nice. It's gonna happen.
Right, you completely rip the door clean off its hinges.
How many bolts and locks?
3 bolts, the 2 locks.
Well, if the frame's rotten, it's not going to matter.
Skapow!
Nuclear foot.
You appear to have smashed your way into what is a mud room, where hanging overcoats, galoshes, hats, and umbrellas are. Several bags of coal for another room appear to be in here. You realise that all of these bolts are on the inside.
Well, this doesn't phase Elliot. He decides to start taking out a little bit. He has a big bag of rat poison. He has a little bit, little scoop.
Right.
He takes out a bit of poison and places along the wall at regular intervals inside the room, as rats tend to want to touch something with one of their whiskers, so they usually go along the walls.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that done with.
Right, you put traps in here. Great. Now what?
Poison.
Now what?
Well, he makes his way to the next room, or at least the door. He looks around to see if there's.
Excellent. One-man exploration here. You go out to a corridor. There, you're at the end of a corridor. To your left is stairs. Stairs leading up and stairs leading down. To your right, on your side of the wall, are 2 other small rooms, and on the wall opposite, there are 3 other rooms. And the front door, of course, down the right side of the corridor.
How's the light in here?
There's barely any. It's dingy and gloomy.
Well, good thing he's on his backpack. He puts down, or the thing, the wooden frame. He takes out his what's it called? His dark lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Some matches, lights that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Has a look in the room, see if it reveals anything. He uses his see hidden.
Which room are you looking in?
The one he's still in. He
yeah, you can roll it.
He just decided.
You can roll it.
17.
No, you don't see anything in particularly of interest, although you do hear a thumping noise coming from upstairs.
Obviously, a raccoon.
Thump. Thump.
He
Thump.
gets himself one of his smaller javelins and makes his way, tries to make his way up the stairs. Of course, figuring that the wood is rotten, since the way he handles the fucking door, he makes sure that stepping on the very, very, very what's called the sides of the stairs where the wood is most stable.
Okay, so you're going to go up the stairs.
Obviously, it's a clear-cut case.
All right. You go up the stairs and you can hear the thumping noise louder. There are 3 doors further down this corridor on the left-hand side. The right-hand side has 3 boarded-up windows. The thumping is coming from 4 doors, actually. There's one immediately to your left as well. It's not the small room to your left. It's the one further down that you can hear the thumping from. It's louder. Thump. Thump. Thump.
Mr. Elliot decides that if it is a fucking raccoon and he doesn't want it to run past him as it goes, probably runs out the door as he opens it. He takes his remaining trap, places down by the stairs, steps over it, and goes to the door.
You're gonna
having his spear ready to spear the fucking thing when it comes out.
Door's ajar.
Door's ajar, makes it easier. lantern first,
Yep.
spear in other hand, ready to thrust. Goes in.
There is no raccoon. This room contains a bed frame with bare bed springs and an empty dresser. Though unused, this room looks pretty unordinary. The thumping stops.
Did you say it looks ordinary or doesn't look ordinary?
It looks ordinary.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Lehman scowls, strides into the room, whacks the walls to see if it's from inside the walls. Probably rats in the walls.
Whilst our
See if he
farmer,
can,
farmer McGee is busy hunting his raccoons, what are we doing?
You're being treated at the moment at the same time.
Ah,
You're being treated. And he's driving back right now. As you're banging on the walls, you see what looks like blood dripping from them.
Of course, deciding that he has indeed wounded some sort of rat inside. Wait, where's the blood coming from? Just out through the wallpaper?
The ceiling.
Ceiling.
Dripping down
is he
the
not on the
walls
top?
from the ceiling. You are on the top
Isn't he
floor.
He's on the top floor, so is there an attic?
You don't know. You know
That's not
here...
deep.
What catches your attention now is a rattling, a scratching sound. It's coming from the window pane.
The pane, he of course has a look. Is the window pane slightly lit?
It's
Any light coming through the barricades?
the only window in the
He
house
has-
that
has
it's the
the
only
lantern
window in the
anyway.
house that hasn't been boarded up. You have to take a closer look to examine it further.
My employer see hidden. Again,
Yep.
being alert. 80.
No, nothing. You can't see from this distance. You'll have to get closer.
How big is the room?
Not very big, but you'd have to get closer to determine where the rattling's coming from in the window pane.
Right, you'll have a look.
You're going to have a look. You step up to it, and there appears to be nothing of any particular interest. At that point, you hear a sudden scraping sound and a lurching forward of a heavy object that smashes you in the back, straight through the window, careening you down to the ground with a very, very large and sickening thud. Mr. Elliot, you take 13... No, you don't know the 13. You take 11 points of damage. As you not only land on the ground from a second-story window, onto stone, but on glass.
What
That's not good.
Nope.
the hell are you doing?
You're on 3 hit points.
Jesus.
I'm
you're
on 3
really-
hit points.
You are
Where
at
we
3
at?
hit... What?
He's
You
a
are-
sturdy man.
You are now lying on a bed of sharp glass
And stone.
and stone. And your whole
Oh.
body is pain.
Can he move?
Can I go?
Probably automatically do that.
Yes, you do
Okay.
automatically do that. You do not need provocation.
Did I land on any of my traps?
Let's see if a luck roll decides that.
Oh, why would you
Well,
ask
you-
that question?
I luck rolled.
Fortunately for you, no. You're very
What
lucky
about
this
the bag of
instance.
poison I had in my
No,
backpack?
You're
Did it
very
go over my
lucky.
head?
You're very lucky. The only injury seems to have been from the second floor drop onto glass and stone.
I'm just going to point this out. I messaged Luke a minute ago saying he's going to get thrown out that window, and I just fucking called that shit.
By the way, I'm gonna confirm this for you, just by quoting this so you can see the timestamps on this.
Uh huh. Saying.
Big bag.
Uh,
What
So-
kind of fuck? It must have been a bear or something.
a few minutes later, you see Mr. Mumbly Man coming along with his cigar. He's like, what the f- oh god.
I gotta put his picture on again.
He's going to try and apply first aid to you. Would you blum and believe it? He actually
back.
succeeded.
Yay!
You restore
Back
3
full
hit points from his first aid.
I'm at 6 then.
You are now at 6.
He's at my health.
You could probably actually stand.
I shall use my spear, who is hopefully landed somewhere near me.
It snapped.
What about the javelins?
Javelins are fine, but your spear snapped.
I use javelin as Kane and try to stand up.
You were here. Go get your amulets.
It's alright.
He's gonna go and get you an ambulance.
I
He's
share
going.
some snuff with him.
He's getting you an ambulance anyway.
Yeah. What a fine man.
It takes a little while, and then an ambulance appears, takes you away, and guess what room buddy that you guys are going to get in a moment? Your erstwhile friend, Elliot Lehman.
Good God, man, what happened to you?
Well, what he currently looks like is his back is riddled with his shirt is riddled with cuts and bruises, as there is glass protruding out of it. And
He managed to get his shit with him, his backpack with his
yeah,
crap.
they took all that with you. But
Nice.
he appears in a very, very bad way.
Upon seeing him, I
Hans, you've arrived back in time to see this, Violet.
Gragnak on the stream wants to know how thick is this guy.
Fucking Gragnak has been since we started.
So the doctors are going to try medicine on you as well. They have succeeded.
Wait, no, hold. This is expensive.
Too late.
Ah!
You get healed another.
Clutches his
You get another 5 hit point. You get another number 2 hit points back. So you're now back on 8.
That's alright.
See?
He's just done in his iron.
I don't know. From the account that the cigar vendor on the street told me, the doctor says to Violet, he was found lying in the middle of the stone front garden in a bed of glass. Glass fragments. Apparently the window in the top was smashed. I dare say he might have thrown himself out of it.
I know he doesn't look like he has the brains, but I do not think even he would throw himself out the window.
Is he conscious?
Yes, he's conscious.
Am I
Yeah,
there
I
too?
Good lord,
Salty.
man! What on earth happened to you?
There was a guy in there. Obviously a guy in there. Hiding in there.
Am I there too, by the way?
Yes, you are. You're all there.
So there was a guy there, Lemon. Did you see him?
Lemon?
I don't remember.
His name's I look at the doctor and hopelessly try and look at the medical chart.
You look at the medical chart for Elliot Lehman.
Is it Elliot? Elliot is his name. How do you not know his name?
Of course I know his name.
Yeah.
Introduce.
Probably a bunch of fucking thug kids hanging out in the attic.
And you let them throw you out?
Snuck up on me, usually.
Yeah.
Also, they're
gents-
making some sort of cranberry operation in the attic.
Well, gents,
Think.
I'm going to be honest here. I think we should all lick our wounds a little bit. I'm definitely going to go home to little Miss Smith and going to have her tend to my wounds. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
eyebrow
then,
wiggle, eyebrow wiggle. Ooh.
And then I propose that we go back there first thing tomorrow and we see if we can get some revenge for Mr. Lemon here.
First thing, are you sure your wounds should be healed by then?
I was going to discharge him in the morning anyway. There's not much more than bed rest can do, and you're charging by the day, so...
Well, I've got some magic hands waiting at home for me that'll help me, but I ain't sharing.
What about poor old Elliot?
We're going to keep him overnight.
Overnight?
He'll be
You sure he doesn't have internal trauma?
he'll be fine. Don't worry. We'll probably be discharging him in the morning too. We'll have to
If it
remove
costs anything,
Well,
I don't want to be here.
the glass out of his back.
Does it
Just let
cost? I could do it myself. Does it have pliers? Have pliers in my backpack.
Just let
If
the
it costs
doctors do
anything, I
their
don't
work.
want it.
Let the
I don't want
doctors do their work.
Expensive. Fucking thieves.
I take a little what's it called? Like a little bottle, like one of those little, like the metal ones where you have like, what are they called? They've got a specific name.
Oh Jesus.
The ones where you have like these thin
Sack.
kind of,
Hip
like
flasks.
bottle spray.
Vial?
Yeah, like a flask, like a whatever. Like I take
No,
one,
no, no. One
I
of
take
those
like
sort of-
I take like a silver flask out of
One of
my
those just-
jacket.
It's a hip flask. That's
Open
what
it,
they're
yeah,
called.
whatever.
Yeah.
Take a little swig out of it and close it again. Put it on Lemon's chest, and I say, here, this is gonna get you through the night, but be sure to give it back to me tomorrow.
The
Not paying
doctor
for it.
raises a curious eyebrow about that, but says nothing.
And then I walk out.
So you
Not
two are
paying
going
for
to
it.
rest for now, and Elliot is staying in the hospital.
Yeah, and I'm going, like I said, I'm going home to little Miss Smith to have her tend to my wounds a little.
Okay. So I take it
And
you're all retiring for the night.
yeah, Mr. Done-In, after being done in from that fall, shall be returning to Duncan Smith's house for a
Fall
nice
of
relax.
Cthulhu, the game of falling.
Freaking is.
Fall of Cthulhu.
I love
Oh,
the way
gosh.
that like that could legitimately just have been him tripping over a board and falling out the window.
He's like, he's
As
like,
far as we know, he literally just did something retarded.
I fell over.
Not far from the truth.
That's the thing. The house isn't haunted or anything. There's nothing supernatural. We're just all fucking stupid.
It's just terribly built. It's constructed by somebody who's just like all the floorboards are shit. The windows
Yeah.
aren't put together properly.
No, it's just we've got the balance of a two-legged horse.
Yeah.
So the night goes by slowly for some, not so slowly for others.
do I by chance
I stay up late reading the book.
Okay,
do
you're
I by
slept
chance
real
It lies
bad,
away.
regain? Do I by chance regain a hit point from my lady treating me well?
you will regain a hit point if you have a week of bed rest.
Aw. My gee.
Elliot stays awake all night. not wanting the
Eventually, you're
No,
sedated.
he doesn't want the doctor to sneak in
Eventually,
and give him
you are
politics.
sedated.
Just tripping balls.
Probably gonna cost
You make a cursory glance of the book, which allows you to make another Latin roll.
Can I say that I'm doing it with a Latin dictionary?
Yes, make a roll.
Roll 63.
You determine, by making a cursory roll, by the way, you have to make a sanity check.
17.
You lose 1 point of sanity
Even though I succeeded.
from skimming the book. Yes, you do.
Crazy. That's some pretty extreme shit.
Yeah, like, dude, just imagine if you had
So
failed.
so
that.
so I modify my sanity down to 59.
59 is your current.
Right.
You conclude that this is a Latin text called the Liber Ivonis.
Mm-hmm.
And, but
Spelled IVONS.
Livonis. Let me bring up the section on this. By taking a brief stint through the book, let me find. There is a section on this book. It is somewhere. I must find this section somewhere. Do-do-do-do-do, where is the section on the book? You conclude that when you're reading it, for a start, that large sections of this have been eaten away, making big chunks of it completely unreadable.
Mm-hmm.
You glean that this is a book of extreme unusualness in its text. It's not speaking of any lands or people that you actually know of. There is inkling of some form of spell casting in it, but all the sections that refer to it are completely eaten away, so you have no access to read that. You think that this book would take you approximately 26 weeks of study to
26.
26.
Okay. But is that because I'd have to be like constantly cross-referencing
Yeah.
stuff and looking things up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You to study. You would not glean anything much else from it apart from the lore within, but you think the lore within might be exceptionally valuable.
Okay, and that's like the study consists of basically my character then going off and being away for 26 weeks.
No, what it involves
That's
is
between
in your spare time or in
investigations, I think.
downtime, you could start reading this book.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, definitely up. 100%.
Yep, so hold on to that. Right.
Does it
Well, you have to survive.
does it make any reference to to anything that I know? I mean, does it basically read like Latin fantasy?
The only word that you can read that seems a little bit odd is Hyperborea.
I assume Robert E. Howard wasn't writing in this universe.
But there you are. It's the
you.
only word that that really caught your eye. But okay, so that's what you do during the night. The other two go rest. Clyker rests.
Well, the thing is, I actually know what Hyperborea means in Greek because it means beyond the north wind.
But,
So that's
the morning arrives, and Elliot is discharged. And
they
How
just
much
quietly
does it
jack
cost
him
him?
off before he leaves.
I take it you were all rendezvousing and then going back to this house.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I guess I'm certainly rendezvousing.
well, Elliot's going straight back there. He's gonna get that fucking key.
What about Done-In?
I'm going to rendezvous with those fellows, but
I
first
think
I'll
Done-In's
be
been
back
done
in
in
5
again.
minutes.
No, I'm still here.
Are you going back?
Of
I'm
course.
going to
I'm
going
with
to
everyone
grab
else.
myself. I'm going to grab myself a baseball bat and take that with
Okay.
when I go to the house.
So who's going back to the Corbett house?
I'm going to the house
Mhm.
to meet up with the
I'm
others.
going to ask.
Yeah. All of us together.
Right, you're all going. You're all going. So you all arrive at your various speeds, and it is about mid to late morning by the time you all eventually arrive back at the house. Miss Violet is going to be with you, but BRB'd a moment, so I'll make the description for you all. This house is a brick bungalow that is overshadowed by taller, newer office buildings on either side. The house fronts the street. In the rear are overgrown plants that you can see. A window on the second floor has been smashed. That you can see on the
That's
side.
in the back, though, isn't it?
It's on the side, but you can still see it. I forgot to mention that. You didn't smash on the front, it was on the side, on the pathway. But you did definitely smash. You could see the glass and the blood on the floor.
What about the traps?
The traps have not been set off.
Oh, no raccoons.
No rats.
Diddums.
Now I say we go in through that open door and we check out what's happening here.
You can see it.
Hold on. I'm gonna go see if I have any of my fucking javelins that didn't. I assume he dropped them getting into the
Your what?
ambulance. I'm not stabbing the fucking guy in there. He goes to collect his javelins. That's probably should be lying around
His
somewhere.
javelin?
Whilst he's
Yeah.
collecting his javelins, I wish to go to the side door and inspect the absolute carnage that was inflicted by Rupert's boot.
Okay. Right. We should just wait a moment for.
Actually,
go
I
on.
would like to show my inventory what I'm wearing now that you are talking about boots.
Oh
I
god.
link in chat.
Oh god. I shall read it for everyone. He's wearing a deerstalker hat, overalls, and boots.
Shit.
Shit kicker boots.
Oh dear. You all notice that this house seems to be very impressively, by the way it's seems to withdraw into the shadows cast by the flanking buildings, and how the blank curtained windows hide all understanding of what lies within, with the exception of the window in the side that got completely smashed and there is blood on the floor and glass.
God damn it.
Elliot's blood, but not his glass.
Yeah. Elliot laments the loss of his blood.
You grew new
It
stuff.
was his, and now he can't put it in his body anymore.
I've lost the
Blood
blood forever.
It was mine. It was my property. Now it's there on the ground.
So you're going to go and look at this door. What is Klyker doing?
Well, I'm going with him to the door, and keeping an eye out for anything I can see, suspiciously looking at that window.
The window that's no longer there.
Yeah. I'm checking around the glass. If there's anything I can see there.
Well, you can't.
Elliot,
What you can see is that by looking at the various glass, there isn't any glass windows on the side where the open door is.
Right.
There's one glass window on the front of the house, and it is boarded up from the inside.
Wait, is that the window where Lemon fell down?
No, the window where
What's my fucking name?
Elliot fell down is in the second floor.
Lehman.
Oh, okay.
There's a front door.
I go to the front door and I try if it's open.
Lehman sort of goes in front of Clyke and sort of blocks him off
It
the
seems
door.
to be-
And sort of, it goes. There's someone in there. There's at least two, maybe two people, maybe more. We should be careful going in. It's not good. They're dicks.
Well, I got
They
my
might
baseball
throw
hand.
shit at you from the windows.
I got my baseball
Yeah,
bat in
nice.
hand, and I'm like, let's just go in. Let's take care of him.
They're sneaky fucks. We should watch each other's backs at least.
Well, I'll be happy to watch your back. You go in first, man.
I'm just gonna pull out my revolver and fill it up and get ready. 'Cause-
You have a revolver.
yeah,
Yeah, he does.
Mm.
Aren't you like a farmer or something?
Sup, dude?
I,
Yes.
I'm a hobo.
They are
no, you're a
considering their
hobo,
various
right?
entrances. Clyke has brought a baseball bat, and now the gun that the hobo has come into play.
Fucking drifter. There's a difference.
Right.
Shit kicker boots.
So someone went to the front entrance. And they're like, everything. So now they're going to the side entrance. The side entrance has been literally kicked off its hinges.
Lehman, did you do this?
Yes.
God, for fuck's sake.
So, in this room that I take
Can
it
I say before we go in? I say to everybody, we must remain together in case anything happens to anybody.
Elliot has already said this, being very wary of the people in there, possibly more than one.
In that case, I agree wholeheartedly with what Elliot has said.
you
Did
approaching.
any of you dicks have a lamp? I lost mine up in the room I fell out.
Good point. You did.
What sort of light source do we have?
None.
I have a lighter.
Yeah, I was about to say, Clyke has a lighter.
So, do we going to enter this room?
Do we have any way of making like a makeshift torch or something?
That would be. It's very dry in there. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So, are we all entering this room that enters the house?
Well, this is from the side door or
This is
what?
from the side door.
Because we're at the front door.
You're at the front door, but they went to the side. Are you checking the front door?
Yeah.
It's locked.
Well,
There's
I've got Mr. Lemon with me, so like, make yourself useful. Kick it down.
Mr. Lemon blocked you from the door, said the thing he said, and went to the side door with the Ollie and.
Damn it.
You're going to the side door.
Okay, I try to I try to use my shoulder to like force the front door
Okay,
open.
make me a strength roll.
Give me a sec. A 90.
Nope. All you managed to do is hurt your shoulder slightly.
Ah, damn it. Okay, I just kick the door a little bit and then just go
Going to the side door.
go to the
Can,
side
can,
door.
can you not locksmith it?
Oh right. Well, to be
Lehman
fair, I
sort
mean, I
of-
know that's kind of stupid though, because I know that the side door is open,
Yeah, you
so I
wouldn't
just
open
go
it
there.
if the side door was open.
Yeah, I just go.
Lehman
there.
sort of twitches a little bit as he hears something that sounds like it's coming from inside the house, but it's just Clyke kicking another side of it.
You enter into the room that Lehman entered before, which is the mud room.
The mud room?
You recognise it immediately as a mud room, Oliver.
What do you mean by mud?
Mud room is where people hang overcoats, galoshes, hats, and umbrellas.
Oh, like that. Yes, sorry.
Yeah. Several
We call,
bags.
we call that like a cloakroom.
Yeah. Several
Yeah.
bags of coal stand in the room.
Are there any
You notice
overcoats
that
in...
on the inside of the door there were not only there were three bolts and 2 locks securing that door that Liam had kicked down.
Jesus Christ.
There is a door leading into a corridor beyond.
Are there any overcoats
it's,
in usable use?
Nope, they're all
Yeah.
wrecked.
Lehman is keeping a wary eye on the door going further into the house,
Smells
having
in
sort of
here.
his spear
It does
javelin
smell. It
pointed
smells
at it.
musty.
I asked Neiman if he had a mule in his ancestry.
What?
Because you
I like-
kick like a mule?
It-
I have to explain it to him.
I look around and try to
Oh.
find anything.
There's nothing in particular in this room.
I'm going to use my listen skill to see if I can hear anything throughout the house.
Okay, make your listen roll.
I rolled a 5.
Well, you roll a 5, which means that you get to tick. You get a tick on listen.
Okay.
What's that
Yeah.
mean?
It means that at the end of the adventure, if he survives, he can roll to improve that skill.
Is that how your skills work?
Oh,
If you get a
Yes,
really low roll,
you
they
roll
improve?
really well, and then you get a tick on it.
Can I actually improve strength then, since I rolled?
You can't improve
ridiculous?
strength. That's a physical stat.
Ah,
Which technically you
get
could
swole.
improve, I guess, by.
Of course, I get to improve the one skill that isn't really that good.
It's a pretty useful skill.
Dude, it comes up a
that
lot.
would be nice. sort of
Yeah,
Luke
so
being
do
able
I
to
hear
reach
anything?
high
No, you don't hear
stories.
anything. It's eerily silent in here. You going to enter into the corridor?
See, that alone makes me wary because usually old houses like creak by
Oh, this
themselves.
house does not creak at all.
Hmm.
You going to enter the corridor?
Yeah, let's all go as a group
Right.
then if we.
The corridor.
Lehman is standing in the way, blocking the
Fine.
corridor. He's refusing to sort of have people wander aimlessly in there. Of
Neiman,
course,
the man
Well-
who blocks progress.
Hmm.
it's dangerous. They might be anywhere. God damn it! They probably heard us. We should. You have a gun, right? So
Yes.
you be at the back. Those two are useless. They be in the middle. I go forward with spear. Yeah.
Well, no, shouldn't it be me in the middle, then the two people with weapons at the front and back?
You in the middle, so you can shoot the two people on either side of you. What once? No.
I'm gonna shoot in the direction anyway. It doesn't.
Look, I'm just saying, like, this is too much faffing around. Let's get
Yeah,
this
let's
done.
get going.
I just go first.
Okay, you enter
Yeah,
into the
alright,
corridor. There is, to the left, there is, at the end of the left of the corridor, there are stairs up and stairs down. Or you think are stairs down, probably because you know there's a basement. There, that door is shut.
I check the stairs down.
There, I'll finish the description. There is two doors on the wall facing you. There are two doors, one close to you and one further down the corridor. And to the right, there are two other doors on the wall from the way you came in. And of course, there's the front door.
Like I said, I check the door, the stairs that are going down.
It's locked.
Oh, it's locked. Okay.
I suggest
Can
the
I-
others we start our investigation in the basement because that's where Thingy wanted to be buried.
Yeah, I agree with this, but the door's locked. Should I try? Let me try something here.
Upstairs. There's probably people upstairs. We should make sure they don't go after us. If we go down into the basement, we'd be trapped.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, let's start from the top. Let's all go top,
Thump.
and then we like just clear
Thump.
the.
Thump.
Also,
Where's
my
it
lights
coming
up
from?
there.
Where's
You'll
the
need
thump
to-
coming from?
Thump is coming from upstairs.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely people up there.
Up we go.
I
My
shout,
light
hey!
should be up
I
there
shout,
somewhere on
I
the
shout
floor.
like really loudly, like, hey, who's hiding up there? Come out!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No response, but there is a thump as you're heading up the stairs. Up the stairs is.
I say, is anybody there in Latin?
You say, is
Latin.
anybody there in Latin?
Let's do it.
Hold on.
Motherfucking 23.
Funnily enough, you don't get a response.
God, this
Just
ghost.
just a thump in Latin.
I remark sadly, this ghost doesn't have a classical education.
You really think it's a ghost, lady?
I
Um,
suggest- I
Violet,
suggest- I suggest
Violet,
we-
you narrowly avoid as you're heading up, stepping on a trap.
There's traps there, by the way.
Wait.
Fuck,
Where did you put those? Where did you put? Are they, you go first. You take care of the traps. I ain't stepping
Most
in
in
no
the
trap.
garden. There's just one inside. There's some rat poison down the
As you head up the stairs, there is a room immediately to your left, and 3 rooms further down the corridor. The thumping is coming from the second room along the corridor. Thump.
Is that the same one as yesterday?
It is the same one. Thump.
Oh,
Thump.
Is the door closed?
Thump. The door is wide open.
Oh,
I gesture to the others to be quiet.
okay.
Thump. Thump.
Is it like a
Elliot
thumping?
sort of
Can we tell
I-
that something's moving around?
You can't. It's just a thumping sound from that room.
Okay.
Elliot gets his javelin out, points it at the door, points to what's Ollie's name? Mr. Dunnan,
Fucking
Yeah.
javelin.
and sort of points to the other doors that he should sort of keep an eye on that while he goes
Yeah.
in.
I keep my eye out and hold my gun ready.
I rush forward in a few quick steps and like rush into the door, not into the room, but like into the door. Hold my baseball bat up and go like ah.
You go, to an empty room. This room contains a bed frame with bare bed springs and an empty dresser. Though unused, this room looks completely typical. The window is completely smashed, and a draft is coming in from the morning air.
Is the thumping
Wait,
still going on?
Does the broken window shed light in the room?
What did Kliker ask?
I asked,
is the thumping still going on?
Still going on?
No, it stopped. This is the only window that isn't boarded up.
But is the window shedding light in the room, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Blood still on the wall?
Funny you should mention that. When Kliker steps in, he sees a drop of blood coming from the ceiling.
Okay.
Has he alerted us of it?
I'm like, is that what I is that blood?
Drip. Drip. Drip.
Is it the same amount of blood as yesterday? Dripping at that rate, there would be a large fucking pool on the floor.
No,
Since yesterday, is it like that? Or is it...
curiously enough, the blood isn't pooling at the bottom.
Wait,
What's
what's
it
happening
just-
to the blood on the floor?
It's just disappearing.
I
Elliot
hold
goes
my
into the room.
hand. I hold
I
my
might
hand
say
out.
this is immediately spiritual activity. Look,
I hold my hand out to catch one of the drops in my hand.
It just goes straight through your hand.
Oh, what am I looking at here?
Rattle, rattle, rattle.
Is there a hole in your hand?
Wait, what was that rattling?
A rattling sound coming from the window pane.
But the pane is
Rattle,
broken.
rattle, rattle.
Elliot sort of backs
I edge into the room.